right, we are doing CSS Daily for March 21st. The target is bigger than the view. We have some sort of a job application tracker. We have the outer tracker here, header with just applications and 6 active. We have a job list, which is the main body, I think. We have a job item, which is basically a row. Job info with the company and position, and then a status over on the end. We have a bunch of those, 5, 6, 5. Then we have a footer that we can't see some of, but we have like value description pairs, and then a percentage, a couple stats at the end. So we have the footer with, just 4 statistics in it, some of which we can't see. Okay. We have colors only in our CSS. We have a bunch of status things. We have an interview background. Okay, so we have an interview background and interview text, applied background and applied text, offer background and offer text. Okay, so those all just apply to these things. Let's look at what else we have. We have the overall background, which is going to be the body, not the footer. We have a border. Maybe there's a light border around. Maybe it's just the border in between. We have the header background, header text. We have the count background and count text. That's for this thing. We have the company text. We have the role text. This is what I called the position earlier. Item hover, we don't care about. We don't see any hovers on ours. There's the divider, so that's not the border. Border must be something else. We have a footer background. We have a stat value, which I assume is the part we can see, and the stat label is the part we can't see. Yeah, that's what we have. I haven't been going through the colors before to see what we have. There doesn't seem to be, there's a role text. There's a count text. There's a header text. But there's not a general text. I wonder if it's just black. Don't know. Yeah, don't company text, role text. Yeah, company text will cover that. Yes. That's company text, that's role text. And then these are the ones down here. Item, however, we don't care about. Divider, we do care about. Although that'll have to be a border on each job item. Yeah, I think that's a border on each job item. It's a border bottom on each, or a border top, and then you hide the top one. Anyway, okay. Let's get started. Outline 1Q solid red. Width 400 pixels. Let's switch to this. It's going to be wider, 450. That's close. Let's call it 455. And then something needs to adjust. Height. Height looks pretty okay. Maybe things will adjust over time. Tracker. This is tracker. We're going to set background to var PG. And we're going to set border radius to 20 pixels. 15. I don't know. We're going to say overflow clip. That's just to get our edges of the app correct. Okay, background. Background. Var. VG. Header. Height. 80 pixels. Not too much. 60, 50, 5, 2. It's not exactly right, but our position of our entire thing is not exactly right. Okay, then tracker header is also going to get display flex, justify content space between. It's going to get padding of 20 pixels, probably too much, 15. All right, that's not awful. Tracker title is going to get color, var, company text. Let's try text. Text. Role text, count text, header text. We're going to get a semicolon there. It needs more horizontal padding, 20 pixels. Maybe it's just this needs center. Align items center. That's better. Okay, applications, font size, 20 pixels. 18. 18's close-ish. We may need more padding on the sides. Tracker count we have down here. Why did enter not work? That's 6. What does that say? 6 active, so it's just one thing. So background, bar, BG, BG, footer, header, status, offer, that is tracker. It's something to do with tracker. Track, nope. BG, count BG, footer BG, header BG, status, offer. None of those look right. Count BG, maybe that's right. Border, radius, that was right. 10 pixels. Padding, I don't know, 2 pixels, 4 pixels. Font size, 10 pixels. Too small, probably. Color, var. What was the other thing? Count. Count text. Yeah, that's too small. 12 isn't bad, but the padding needs to be a little bit more. That's 4 and 8. Not right, but not terrible. Okay, we're going to keep moving because we're halfway through already, and we just have the top. So job list is going to get display flex, 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 flex. Oh, typing's not going to work because I didn't use a semicolon, I used a colon. Direction, column. And then job item is going to be display, display, man. And we're going to get a justify content space between. Then this thing is going to get padding, 20 pixels, and maybe gap 10 pixels. That is getting closer. And then let's go to the footer if we can find it. Tracker footer. Background. It's going to be var bg footer. I don't know if that helped us any because the footer seems off, almost off screen. That's okay. Stripe, the front end engineer. That's last child. This is going to be the border, bottom, 0. This one's going to be border, bottom, 1 pixel, solid, var. There's a something for that. color. Nope. Divider. Okay, the height of all of these is a little bit much, but that's okay because font size, let's do 12 pixels. That's not what I wanted. I wanted that down there. And then let's do a little bit of margin bottom. I don't know what it is, 10 pixels. That's getting close. Now let's do status. Let's do a font size of 12 pixels. Too small, but close. We're going to do a font weight of bold. That might be closer than I thought. This thing is going to be a display flex, justify, content center, align items. That was content, items, center, make that a semicolon. Then this is going to get a interview color, var status, interview text, and a background, var status, interview background. It's going to get so it's filling its total vertical. These things, status, height, I don't know what it is, 20 pixels. Border radius, 10 pixels. Padding, 5 pixels, 10 pixels. Getting closer. Height may be a little low, 25. That's a little better. It's not right yet. We only have a minute left, so we have to go color, var, status, applied text, background, var, status, applied background. And then we're going to do the same thing for offer. So it's going to be, I think, offer. Whoops, that was a mistake. That was all the mistakes. That did be the last thing I do. Offer text, that's what I wanted. And then offer. And then again, except the word is going to be review, I think. And again. And 9 seconds, we're basically done. Reject. That was it. 30%. I actually made it worse at the end. It was 32 before that. That's where we are. Yeah, I think adjusting the height and see the off-screen part's really kind of bothersome, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. That's where I got. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.